Hey friends and family, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and tonight I thought we would do a very fun asymmetrical boho turquoise trails necklace, compliments of Sam's Bead Box and the amazingly talented Brittany Chavers of Turquoise Street picked these beads out, so I'm super excited. I absolutely love Brittany. I've taken some classes with her through Jesse James Beads. She is the queen of macrame, if you want to learn that. Of course, she's wildly popular and for good reason. So she picked these beads out. So we're gonna, let me just read what she's written here. She says, in 2018, I left the gloomy winters of Ohio to fulfill a dream of mine and moved to the breathtaking landscapes of Arizona. I love walking the trails around Papago Mountain with its extraordinary formations and saguaro cacti. The sunsets there are awe-inspiring with their multitudes of changing colors. I'm obsessed with turquoise. Well, I guess if you name your channel Turquoise Street, there you go. It feels like a balm to my eyes. When we started brainstorming for this box, we knew it would be central to our palette. The fun part was choosing colors to complement the turquoise and portray the tranquil desert landscapes I love. We selected beautiful terracotta, mustard, soft pink, and orange. My favorites this month, if I must pick, would be the Jasper Donut. That's this beauty right here. That's gorgeous. And Terracast Button. Oh yeah, this is this one. Hang on. Beautiful detail on that. So those are Brittany's favorites. Anyway, excited to play with this. So just to show you some things I've pulled out of my stash. I love everything we got in the box. Of course, I always love everything we get from Sam's box, but I just recently was working on the Dee Dee's Deluxe Bead Box, and she has picture Jasper in her box. So I'm going to add some of these chips. Possibly we've got some Hishi over here in the Sam's box, but look at how nicely these complement. And then as I was going through my stash, I found this really pretty pendant that I got from Auntie's Beads. We're not going to use that tonight, but it's probably going to feature in a necklace with some of these beads at some point. And I also found some fairy silk, variegated colors, which I thought would be cool. Also for a project, maybe a bracelet. Not going to work on that tonight, but I just wanted you to see some of the things I pulled out of my stash. I've got some more turquoise and kind of deserty colors here of some things. Again, we may not use all of these, but I'm just pulling them out for options. I've got some gold and bronze bead caps. We will be mixing metals. Have some copper jump rings. And I will be using the SoftFlex red jasper color wire tonight, along with some of the craft wire in the bare copper. So my thought tonight is to do an asymmetrical design. I think that Southwestern, that kind of feel just lends itself to that style. I definitely want to use this beautiful pendant. Let me turn it the right way. Absolutely gorgeous. I want to use that. And let's see. We're going to do the pendant first. I love that heart. Oh, we got two of those. Let's see. We do want to do that. I think I like the heart because it's got the copper in it. Oh, look at this guy. Isn't he cute? I think we'll save him. Let's grab. Maybe we'll do that for the pendant. Very nice. And then, do I want to be extra and put a little drop? Nah, I think I'm gonna leave it. And then once we have the pendant made, then we'll just start stringing like crazy. I'm just gonna grab everything, and I'll talk as what I'm thinking as I'm going along here. So I'm gonna take this 18 gauge wire, and I'm just gonna make a wrap loop. Woo! That was on there. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you so much for all the compliments. Compliments. Did I stutter? Thank you for the compliments on my last couple of videos. I really appreciate it. You all are wonderful. I'm very blessed to have such wonderful viewers. All right. I think I want to use my bail making pliers for the loop. And I'm just gonna soften this a bit, like a la Gem Hawks. Gonna channel Brittany and Gem tonight. Yeah, I've been a fan of Brittany's for quite some time. And of course Goldie. Is she not the most adorable little puppy? So cute. I have a soft spot for Chihuahuas since Ginger's part Chihuahua and part Dachshund. So that just speaks to my heart to see that cute little puppy. All right, so here's my loop. Oh, wow. I'm just going to hang this, Hope your week's been treating you well. Mine's not been too bad. I have jury duty next Monday. Gotta do your duty. I get picked a lot. I get picked to show up a lot. I haven't actually been picked in a while. I think there was one when I first came back to Dallas from Georgia. I lived in Georgia for a little while. And I was not picked, but I showed up for it and found out that it was a murder case. And I'm so thankful they did not pick me, because that would have been, 18 gauge, not going to fit through there. All right, well, let's see. Let's try this bead. This was my original. Ooh, that's going to be tight. Okay, so if you're going to do this, boop, I'm making a mess. 18 gauge is not going to work. That's all right. I normally do 20. I just happen to have the 18 gauge out, and I thought it would be a little, structurally more sound. Bear with me. I'm going to grab 20 gauge. So as I was saying, here's a bunch of my SoftFlex. I'm not running out of any SoftFlex anytime soon. 22 gauge. Yeah, so they, warned us right away that this was a murder thing. And I was like, holy Toledo. And they were asking such interesting questions. They wanted to know, looks like we're going with 22 gauge, guys. All right. They wanted to know what books you read, what TV shows you like. I mean, the questionnaire, and I guess they have to do that for something like a murder trial because they want to get, you know, weed out the crazies. Boy, this is really soft. All right. I think I really do need 20 gauge. Sometimes the copper can be super soft, and yeah, that's not gonna work either. Hang on. Well, I have 20 gauge brass. We're mixing metals anyway. I don't think you're going to see that much of it. If I don't like it, I'll change it out. But I don't want to make this video all about me looking for wire. So anyway, yeah, it was very interesting. I did not get picked. I was glad I did not get picked. And then a lady that I started house sitting for about a year later, I found out that she knew the family of the person that was accused of the murder. So what a small world that was. I told her, I said, there were hundreds of us. They called hundreds of us. We were actually in like an auditorium type place. And like I said, the questionnaire was, whoops, it was miles long. It took a good hour to fill out. But yeah, that was something else. But most everything else has been civil that I've been called upon. Not actually ever picked, though. So we'll see. I hope I'm not jinxing myself. It's not that I don't want to serve on a jury. I just, it would complicate life. We're down to one car, and I don't really relish being there at the crack of dawn every day and then having, I guess I could Uber home, but they don't compensate you for Uber. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, so that's the 5th. So if you happen to think about it, say a few extra prayers that I don't get picked. Just because that would complicate life. But hey, it is a duty that I do take seriously, and I will serve if I have to. So, all right, so we've got this. That took way longer than I thought it was going to. So let me get back to our original plan. So this is 22 gauge. I would prefer 20, but I think since this is not going to be a very long focal piece, I don't think it matters that it's, I would not go softer than 22 gauge though. And I'm going to put a little bead cap on the top there. So I'm loving these colors. They definitely evoke the desert. And I, as I said, I wouldn't want to live in the desert. I mean, I know I grew up in Michigan, so I can appreciate that Brittany, being from Ohio, would be sick of winters. And I also love turquoise. I think it's one of those colors that looks beautiful with almost every color out there. So if you're ever designing something and you want to give it a little life, if you pop in just a little piece of turquoise somewhere, it's going to look amazing. If you don't believe me, try it out. Pull out a bunch of beads of different colors and put turquoise with it. It looks magical. There's a few colors like that, but turquoise is the one that comes to mind. So it is beautiful. But as I was saying, so here's our pendant. Okay. Just a wire wrapped loop. And that really pretty check bead, the heart. All right, and I probably need to straighten this up a bit. Kind of want my loops to go in the same direction. All right, so let's get out our SoftFlex Dread Jasper, which is so gorgeous. It's going to look nice with the copper. Look at that turquoise color with that. That's beautiful. And we're going to do an asymmetrical necklace. That being said, about the desert, I do love the colors. I love when I see pictures, I do gasp because it is very dramatic. Let's see. I'm going to make this pretty long. Because I'm thinking about doing some companion pieces that you could layer. So let's see. All right, ready to string. So I always like to start my necklaces, a couple of beads on either side, and of course, right away, these are just calling to me. So let's put some turquoise beads on here. I've been to Arizona before. It was a long time ago. My mom and I went to a spa out there, and we went hiking. Of course, we walked in the morning, and I remember just the red dirt, and it was hot, but like not like Texas hot, where we have the humidity that just makes me crazy. And I did really love all the colors. That is something that I remember very vividly. All right. And I love cactus too. They're so sculptural. So let's see here. So I'm just going to start like laying some things out. And if you've not watched my channel before, when I do asymmetrical design, I kind of follow a couple of little rules for myself, and these are by no means the only way that you have to do this, but I do like to balance it just with my eyes, but I love to use odd numbers. So like if I'm going to use a block of like this really pretty terracotta color over here, then I might balance it over here with something, let's see, something close to the same, but a little different, and also in odd numbers. Odd numbers seem to look visually best. And you just want to kind of balance blocks of color so your eye's looking at it, but it all of a sudden notices, oh wait, there's something different here. I want to definitely use this picture Jasper from Dee Dee's box. So if you got Dee Dee's box, you can do this. So I got 3 over here, and then I may not do anything, but maybe I'll do some of these. Actually, let's do the He-She picture Jasper over here. So as you can see, as I'm laying this out, these of course are going to be shorter because they're going to stack. As you're looking at the necklace, these sort of mirror, but they're a little bit different. And then you can come in with, you know, your accent colors. Maybe every now and then I match something up. So I do something a little different. That's cool. I love this. This pink. And as you can see, I have stuff hanging on that side. So I thought it'd be cool. Wait, where's the hole drilled? Oh, good, it's on the side. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of do something like this. And let's grab some more turquoise. And again, I'm just going in odd numbers. I'm going to start stringing in a minute. Let's do a pink over here. Oh, we have these little guys. Let me scooch those up. as you're stringing, you can see it's not going to be exact. Nothing's going to be exactly even, but it just kind of makes sense when you do it this way. And like I said, you don't have to do this way. This is just how I'm doing it. But give it a try. It's very quick. You don't have to think too hard about it. Not each side needs to match. I think that flower is so pretty. Let's see. And I love these table cut. Okay. So I think I'm going to start stringing. We'll get an idea of how we like this, and every now and again I'll probably add some either some gold bead caps. There's a little bit of gold like in that flower. I've got the bronze here. I think that kind of looks nice with the picture jasper, and also this beautiful, I don't even know what that is. I should have looked. What are you? Seafoam opal copper, pink stone, satin copper. Huh. Whatever it is, it's gorgeous. I could take up too much time looking that up, but you know what I mean. These are really cool. They're kind of rounded off or squared off rounds or rounded off squares. And they're drilled in different spots. So that's cool. Or on the diagonal, actually. That's cool. All right. Picture jasper is really beautiful. One thing that I have, you know, like this is not, when I first started making jewelry, this wouldn't be a stone that I would pick, but I have to say, now the more I make jewelry and the more I use different stones, I just can appreciate Mother Nature, you know what I mean? So I appreciate the opportunity to work with it, because it is something I probably wouldn't pick. But now that I have it, you know, of course I got to play with it. I do love Southwestern style things. One thing I really love living in Dallas, Fort Worth, is all the yummy Tex-Mex. And we have a lot of, you know, like Fort Worth, you can go to the stockyards. So, and Texas is an interesting state because we have coastline. We have, I think we have mountains. We have the East Texas Pine area. Then we have, of course, lots of big cities. But then you go out towards New Mexico, and that's more desert. It's a very interesting state to live in, and it's huge. I remember we went to go visit a friend in, or my sister actually, in New Mexico. And I'm switching up some color here as I'm talking, because I've decided I want a little bit more bright right there. But anyway, we when my sister got married, she got married in New Mexico, and it took us 9 hours, I think, to get where she was, and 8 of it was just trying to go from Dallas to the end of, to West Texas to get into New Mexico. It was crazy. Very, very big state. But the people here are very friendly, and you know, every town has its own flavor, which is kind of fun. But you could travel all over Texas and you would be busy for a while. All right. So I'm just kind of eyeballing this and looking to see kind of what my next move is. And I think we're going to do the pink. I'm trying to decide if I want to put something... Oh, wrong side. I'm trying to decide if I want to put something in between these pretty leaves. I think I'll just string them for now. That one reason why I like using, of course, the SoftFlex is if it shows, it coordinates and it looks really pretty. I mean, it becomes part of the design. It's not only divine to string with, but it's just a pretty design feature all on its own. So what's also nice is, you know, you don't have to string all the way up to the top of this. You can have it showing, which is great. All right, so now we've got these little... So those of you who've been watching me for a while, you know, I kind of design on the fly. That's my thing. I don't really have a plan. And sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't, but I like for you to see that process, because I hope it gives you courage to try stuff. All right, let's see where we're at. I was going to add that one. I also like the undulation between thin and thick. Let's do some more turquoise. This is gorgeous. Yeah, I love it when Brittany teaches classes at Jessie James Beads. Of course, her channel's great. If you haven't watched her, I'll link her channel. I'm sure you know who she is, but if you don't, I encourage you to check her out. Beautiful jewelry. And she's a sweetheart. Can't not like Brittany. Very down to earth, very personable. I hope someday, at some bead thing, I'll get to meet her. It'll be like meeting one of my idols. Okay. Let's see here. As you can tell, I'm a huge fan. And I love Sam's beads, too. Sam is adorable, also. That's what I like about the beading community. So many nice people. Okay, I think I might do some picture jasper over here, because I haven't done any on this side. And then I can maybe grab that flower, might balance that out. Oop. Let's do a little spiky one. And this goes very quick. I mean, the trick is to not think too much. If you want something to be kind of random, it's hard to do. I mean, so one of the reasons why I'm yapping and talking so much is it keeps me from overthinking. If you're home alone and you're doing this, you know, turn on like I don't know, an audiobook or something, or turn on the TV and don't give yourself any rules. Ooh, that's pretty. All right. Just play. I really don't think I need to add anything of mine. Got plenty of beads to play with here. Let's do some of these English cut. I love this. Love this cut. Kind of looks like caramel. I want to go eat some butterscotch now. All right. See how we looking. So as you can see, it's not perfectly symmetrical, but you get the idea. You got a little chunk of turquoise here. Let me move my tray. I keep moving it because I'm right on the edge of my desk and I keep bumping into it. So we need to do some more up here. Let's see. Should we put the birdie? Let's do a flower. Let's do another leaf. These are a little bit different than the pink ones. Hello, birdie. Oh, that's cute. I don't know. I might have to keep this one for myself. I say that all the time. I have enough jewelry probably to wear it for the rest of my life and about 10 other lifetimes, but it's like, oh, I might keep that for me. Silly. Of course, when Mom wants to go out, she loves it. She comes right by my studio and says, "Can I wear this tonight?" Like, go ahead. She's got it made. She's always well accessorized. All right. You know, we haven't grabbed any copper yet. Since we're getting to the top of the necklace, maybe we want to do some smaller beads. So let's see what we got. We have more of these really cute pink beads. Oh, we have these. Oh, we have these. Oh, wow. We have a whole bunch we haven't. Well, I don't want to use everything because then I won't. Oh, we have more picture jasper. Let's do some copper. Let's pick up some more metal. Oops. Hello. Sometimes you gotta wrestle with your beads. Oh, kissing cousins. Perfect. If they're stuck together, I love that because then they stack nicely. So if you get beads, you know, sometimes with the dyeing process, they stick. I like that, actually. Let's do a nice long strand of the copper. Oh boy. Maybe we do some stars on this side. These are cute too. Let's do some little turquoise guys. I'm gonna grab this little fluted guy. Then we'll do some he-she. Another reason why I like doing this is it works up so fast. You can do a necklace very quickly. Or a bracelet. Let's see. A couple more of those. Okay, let's see. I'm thinking. Let's do a little pattern. A he, and a copper. Keep in mind this will be up the top of the necklace, so once you get to the very top, no one's going to probably see too much of it. So there's your opportunity to kind of fill in with multiples. Okay. Let's move this down a little. I think I'm going to do some more of these. More of those. Yeah, these are really pretty colors together. Very pretty. Let's do a little pink accent. Down to the nitty gritty. I think I'm going to do another pattern here. Do pinks on one side and blue on the other. Change it up, make it crazy. Think about how painterly the desert is and be painterly with your beads. How are we looking? Let's move this stuff. See how fast that works up? I really didn't use too many bead caps, just a few. Just to pick up that gold right there, I thought it would be nice. I really like this. The colors, I mean, you can't go wrong. The colors, Brittany and Sam, they both did a beautiful job curating this box. I don't think you can go wrong, but I really love it. So let's talk about how we're gonna close it up. I have a lobster claw here, and I think I'm just going to do a simple, got some crimps here. And then I think I'm going to color the loop. We're going to seed bead the loop in this really pretty greenish blue. It's almost a turquoise. It's more green than turquoise, but I think I ought to pick these stones up nice. Okay, so, and then we'll do crimp covers. I got some brass crimp covers right here. Can't wait to do more with this box. My fingers don't want to work tonight. Don't know why that wouldn't crimp. Sometimes I struggle crimping. Not sure why. Okay, I'll clear off that little piece in a minute. All right, and then when I make the beaded loop, I generally do about 17. I know it sounds like an odd number, but it makes a nice size loop, and also it's nice and oval. So, and of course you can use a ring if you want instead of the seed beads. You can put a toggle. You could put some chain, make it more adjustable. That's just totally up to you. That's designer's choice. It's about 7. I hope you guys can't hear my tummy rumbling. I've got chili on the stove. Perfect for this Southwest little theme we got going. But I just got a whiff and it made my tummy growl. Guess you know what I'm having for dinner, huh? I love chili. Especially in the winter. But I'll take it all year long. Okay, 3 more. I can't believe it's going to be February. I still keep messing up on putting 24 on everything. All right. I don't worry too much about these being even because all the beads are going to slide and it's going to be centered anyway. What I am wanting to do is make sure that this loop is tight enough, but yet not so tight that I break these beads when I crimp. So take your time if you do this, because you do have to get kind of close to these seed beads. But you don't want to crack one. I mean, if you do, it's not the end of the world, but you are going to have like more string showing. But it's the clasp. It's not the part where everybody's going to see it, so I wouldn't fret too much. Okay, let's put our... See, and once I start working, I become a train wreck. Look at all this. Oh. I am a messy creator. What can I say? I know I'm not the only one. If you get a chance, and if you're brave enough, show us what your craft room looks like right now in the Facebook page under Marcie Creates. I would love to see it. All right. Come on. Sometimes struggle with these two. What I need to do is practice more with the magical crimper from SoftFlex. And then you don't have to worry about bead caps. I mean, crimp covers, but the trick there is to make the ravioli. That's all I can tell you. But do check out SoftFlex website. And also they have a YouTube. And they can show you exactly how to use that tool. And it is a nice tool. And I do use it. I just haven't lately, but I did purchase crimp covers, so I do want to use them. But it's nice to have options. See, that's not very... I think these crimp covers might have been a little bit of a bargain, which means they're not really made as well as others. If you all know of a good, that's something I would love to know. Good crimp cover, like a nice quality. Where do you get those? I always tend to find ones that are not very good. All right. Look at that. Painted desert with the birdie and the flowers and the jasper. That jasper looks nice. I'm glad I had that from Dee Dee's box, and I love this pendant. So pretty. What do y'all think? Nice? I think it is. Totally cute with jeans. Or a sundress. Like a pink sundress, this would really pop. Wouldn't it? Oh yeah, that'd be really cute. It's still winter. I don't know that I'm ready for sundresses yet, but that's really cute. Some chambray shirt. Also really cute. Pale yellow top, also very cute. This is very versatile. And depending on what you layer it with, you can really dress it up or down. So, my gosh, thank you, Brittany, for this beautiful box. She has a great eye. She picks beautiful things. I love Sam's box. He always gets such quality from his boxes. And the two people could not be sweeter. So this was a lot of fun. And I say, collaborate more, Brittany. Make some more boxes, because this was great. I hope you all enjoyed this little foray into turquoise trails. And do try yourself an asymmetrical design. I think that you'll really enjoy it. It's very freeing. There's no rules. You can just see, pops of color, just to kind of mirror here and there. But really anything goes. And just get yourself busy so you don't think too much. That's the key. Don't overthink it. All right? So with that, I'm going to say good evening. Thank you so much for the beautiful comments. I adore you all. You are so sweet. And I really appreciate you. And if you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you. And do join our Facebook group over at Marcie Creates. We've got a lot of really nice folks over there and very talented. And yeah, and stay tuned for palette challenge for February. That'll be posted in the Facebook group on February 1st. All right, so with that, I'm going to say good evening. Take care of your sweet selves and your families and be safe. And I'll see you on the next video.